If you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, get ready for one of the most direct and perhaps most significant statements ever made about the raw talent of the seven-time world champion. And it came from someone who worked side by side with two of Formula One's greatest legends. James Vowles, now Williams team principal and former chief strategist at Mercedes, didn't hesitate when asked, who is more skillful, Lewis Hamilton or Michael Schumacher? The answer was short and loaded with weight. Lewis. Vowles knows both of them well. He entered Formula One in 2001, went through Honda, Braun GP, and finally the golden era at Mercedes. It was there that he had the rare opportunity to work in the same environment as both Schumacher and Hamilton, analyzing data, simulators, and real on-track performance. And according to him, Hamilton has oodles of natural talent that make him unique. On the High Performance podcast, Vowles explained, when you go out in FP1, he's like an octopus on the wheel. He'll change everything, test everything, explore everything. That's what makes him incredible. One example, in the simulator for the Brazilian Grand Prix, engineers advised holding 7th gear up the hill. Nico Rosberg followed the instruction immediately. Hamilton, within just 2 laps, ignored the data, dropped to 6th, and found a 1/10 of a second. It wasn't luck. It was refined instinct. For Vowles, Lewis is a natural optimizer. He uses data as a starting point, but trusts his own feel to extract more from the car. That constant search for the limit was so extreme that early in his Mercedes career, he would often overshoot turn 1 trying to find the exact breaking point. Out of 20 laps, he might only complete one perfectly, but that's changed. Between 2013 and today, Hamilton has matured. Now he uses every lap, keeps consistency, and still extracts the maximum from the car. Of course, this approach comes with risks. Constant setup changes can confuse even the engineers. Sometimes he loses time because he's exploring something new. But when he returns to a known setup, he's instantly back at the front. And it's exactly this courage to experiment and to learn even when off pace that puts him in a tier few in F1 history have ever reached. For Vowles, Schumacher was relentless in extracting everything from himself and his team. But the natural talent, that belongs to Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's first half of the 2025 season with Ferrari has been anything but smooth. 3 consecutive failures to reach Q3, a string of uncharacteristic mistakes, and no podium finishes have left the 7-time world champion in unfamiliar territory. The low point came at the Hungarian Grand Prix. While Charles Leclerc put the other Ferrari on pole, Hamilton qualified only 12th and didn't hold back in his self-assessment. It's just me every time, he told the media. I'm useless, absolutely useless. The team has no problem. They probably need to change driver. Those words immediately sparked an emotional reaction from fans who flooded social media with messages of support. But not everyone was sympathetic. Guenther Steiner, the outspoken former Haas team boss, was openly critical. Speaking on the Red Flags podcast, Steiner questioned Hamilton's choice of words. How can you come out as a 7-time world champion saying, I'm useless? He asked. That's the wrong attitude. It's an attitude that people should feel sorry for you. Steiner insisted that he wasn't judging Hamilton's driving performance, acknowledging that every athlete struggles at times. But he saw the public self-criticism as counterproductive. If I'm a 7-time world champion, I've got enough confidence to know I'm not useless. I just need to work harder to get my mojo back. The former Haas boss also pointed out the contradiction in Hamilton's season. A few weeks ago, he was sitting with the engineers telling them what to do, and now he's saying he's useless. Focus on what you're good at, driving a race car, because he's good. He's a 7-time world champion. For Steiner, it all came down to mindset. Just feeling sorry for yourself, that's the wrong attitude. But Hamilton's story didn't end there. By Monday morning after Hungary, his tone had already shifted. The Briton vowed to use Formula One's summer break to reset, recharge, and come back stronger. I'm not where I want to be yet, he said, but the fight's not over. Don't count me out. As the paddock heads into the second half of the season, Hamilton sits 6th in the driver's standings, 1 place behind Leclerc and 42 points adrift. Ferrari fans are still waiting for his first podium in red. For Hamilton's hardcore supporters, this isn't just about lap times. It's about watching a champion navigate one of the toughest periods of his career. And if history has taught us anything, it's this. Lewis Hamilton rarely stays down for long.